Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. We're in Galatians 5. Yesterday, we talked about having crucified our flesh with its passions and desires. And right after that, Paul goes into Galatians in chapter 5, verse 25. He says, if we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. Let us not become conceited, provoking one another, envying one another. So God sent the Holy Spirit to us for a couple of reasons. Paul is reminding the Galatians of the divine enablement they have in the person of the Holy Spirit. So John 14:26 says, but the Helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he will teach you all things and bring you to remembrance all things I've said to you. Now John 14, 15, 16, there are several of these statements where Jesus says the Helper, when God sends the Helper or the Holy Spirit, and he makes some statements. I don't have time to read all of those to you, but there are several reasons why the Holy Spirit is given to us. One of those is to lead us into all truth, so that the Holy Spirit teaches us the things that we need to know. He gives us guidance, and he leads us in our Christian walk. He gives us strength to walk a Christian life. And in Acts 1:8, he says that the Holy Spirit will come and give us power to be a strong witness for him. So there are several reasons for the Holy Spirit, but one of those here is to lead us in the way that we go. So if we keep in step with the Holy Spirit, like it says here, then he'll lead us into the work that we're to do. Now, maybe what God has for you is to be a witness on your job. Maybe he wants you to continue going to work, being a witness. Maybe to be a volunteer in the church, or to do a work in the community. Maybe to be a missionary, or who knows what God has. There's all kinds of work that God could have for you to do. But what he has for you is for you to do. And it's the reason that we need to keep in step with the Spirit and listen to him is because he is going to guide us into what God has for us, not what we want to do, because I wish I could preach like him or sing like her, or boy, if I could teach like that. That's not what God has for us. What God has for me is different than what he has for you. So that's in that way, if we follow him, the leading of the Holy Spirit, then we won't be provoked to envying or anger or anything like that. So follow the leading of the Holy Spirit. Listen to what he says to you. Listen actively with your heart, so that when he speaks to you, you can act and continue to stay in the Word, so that you know how to listen to what the Holy Spirit says to you. Have a great day. Be a light in somebody's dark world, and bless someone today. We'll see you tomorrow.